Hi. So, apartment hunting in Korea is a unique experience. There's a new apartment complex that was just built, Perugio. It's a newer style type of apartment, a little higher quality apartment than that's like never been built in this area before, which even makes this experience even more cool and unique. It's pretty exciting to see some new features, like different kind of styles that they're putting
How can
into
you not?
the apartments these days. Some good, some bad. I have a few requirements and wishes that I would have if we were to move to a new place or have another apartment. So let's get into it and check out the process of what you go through to get an apartment in Korea. It's a 4-step process. So if you are looking for an apartment, you kind of know and what to expect. And as somebody that doesn't speak Korean really great, I mean, 할 수 있는데 잘 못해? 잘 못해. Which the first step in this whole process is obviously meeting with somebody. Step number 1 is meeting the realtor. Now, the Korean is realtor is 부동산. 부동산 중개인. So I hope that's right. It's different. So I've looked for my office before and you talk to a realtor and it's very realtor-ish. They have a list of their listings and they can show you those places and you go around. But they're just there to give you the information about like the money and things like that because apartments are a set style. You usually have 3 or 4 different types of apartments in the complex. Let me explain. In America, you would have say a cookie cutter neighborhood. You have a model home. So 무슨 이웃에서 model home 볼 수 있어. And they had options. You have like A, B, C, D, however many choices. And your neighborhood is random houses that are built up. 그 이웃에서 random 집 그거 섞어서. But in an apartment, it's like this line is this style, this line is this style, this line is this style. It's like Legos, right? In Perugia, you have a big apartment, and then you have the medium apartment, 2 different styles, and then you have a small apartment. So step 1 is very difficult for me as a foreigner. The next step number 2, is to look at the model apartment. So in Korea, they do have a model apartment. They build a separate building someplace in your city, and it has the model apartments in there. That's where you meet the agent and you talk, and then you can go look around. Looking around is great. I love looking at the model apartments. It's actually just a fun thing to go do in Korea. So we had to like call and like figure out who it was. And then she was like out and about. So she ran in and then 만났어 and she's going through all the numbers and things. It was crazy. Crazy way to start the whole thing. They have these model homes done to the hills. 완전 예쁘게 했고 그 많이 옵션 뭐 많이 넣고 so you have options that you can get different style walls, different style floor, different style cabinets, different style doors. There's lots of different options that you can have and it's cool to see them, but for us we're just like we don't want options, we just want just this new place. This is what it's like. What I really like is this bathroom right here, just off the main, so the main entrance right here. You come in and then you have a slider door, which is really cool, separate. So then you have another door here, or no? No door? 선생님, I don't know how to, 뭐 불어요. 여기 화장실에 여기 그 슬라이더 문 있고 예
여기 여닫이로
여기 문
네 있습니다.
있어요?
네 여닫이로
아 여기 여는 거?
네,
아
있어야죠.
오케이
있습니다.
아 오케이 감사합니다. So swinging door, but separate bathroom. So you have that, and then the sink is separate. That's pretty cool. All right, the crazy thing back here. Okay, so you come back here, in the balcony. This is nuts. This is totally nuts. So they have this room back here for your air conditioner. So your air conditioner unit goes right here, the fan. So then it blows outside. But then she's like, this space right here is an emergency hatch that is, it's installed into, you don't get to say no to that. So the floor down there that's a hatch. That's a hatch for the emergency thing. And if you open it, alarms go off and immediately the fire department is coming to your door. Stupid feature. There she is. Big thing on the bottom of the ground with it. But technically you're not supposed to have stuff next to this anyway. So technically I could probably put a small shelf there, but my tool shelf would have to be different. But it gives you an idea of what the apartment actually feels like. 느낌 경험할 수 있어. So I look around there and then she's like, let's go look at the actual apartment. And I'm like, well, sure, I want to go look at it, you know, the actual apartment. So I get in the car with the agent and she drives over to the apartment and I got to see it. So this is step number 3. Step number 3 is you actually go to the apartment complex and you look at your choice. So our choice, the one that we wanted for the location was the B option in the middle-sized apartment. Looking around is also cool because then you get this sense of like, this could be mine, right? It's the test drive of the actual buying process. I'm looking at the living room and the 안방, 거실, 주방, 침방, like all these different rooms in the kitchen, 보고 있어, 구경, looking around, talking with the agent. When I was in the apartment, the good and the bad of what was in this apartment was really funny. First of all, I loved the kitchen. I loved it. I like to cook sometimes on Marabachi Mukbang. And so the kitchen really appealed to me the way that it was set up. Kind of your own personal area in the back, but then tons of space. And there's cabinets everywhere. So the kitchen really appealed to me. A few bad things were the balcony. The balcony was like a shoebox. It was so small. Ridiculous. I don't even know how you could have a family of more than one person and do laundry in this place. Now, Korea is shifting from hanging your laundry to having a dryer, washer and dryer. It's kind of it's a new thing here. Just go with me on that. People just don't use it anymore. You have a place for your garbage and things like that, but the balcony seems like it's just not what a balcony used to be. One thing that I don't like in Korea is power outlets. They always put them in just like one location and then that's all you get for the room. But in here, they had some power in some unique places, like opposite sides of the room, in closets, in drawers, in cabinets and stuff. So that was cool. I liked that. I think closet space, though, if I remember right, that's an option. In the rooms, the model home has it. You can have it installed in between the rooms. So you have room, and then like right here, they take away some of the space and they put a big closet. So it's closets that are, now if we use it for study room or living room, like bedroom, then we'd have to figure out closets. It was really cool. Now I really loved it. It felt like this place as well because of the light in the 거실. 거실이 햇빛 많이 들어왔어. And the view, I forget the Korean word for view. 배경? I forget. Anyway, out the 거실 window, 보는 거. And the cool thing about this Perugio thing is 1층에 on the first floor, there's no parking. All your parking is down under the ground. So there's 3 지하 1, 2, 3. There's 3 basement parkings and it's huge. It was so confusing. So I was getting lost. So that's the point that we're at right now. We need to go look again and decide really. And then step number 4, step number 4 is obviously money. So you put down your deposits and your things, or if you got to get a loan or whatever, and you can work that out. Now Korea has different ways of buying or renting apartments, and that's a completely other video. If I have a video, I'll put it here. I don't remember if I have a video about that or not.
Nothing. How? Let me explain.
So it's an exciting thing when you're hunting for an apartment in Korea, and it really is that exact thing, hunting for an apartment. So it's an exciting time. 2026 is already, today is the 13th at the time of this filming, and it is already chaotic. But it's fun. It is fun. So there is a sense of like chaos, but in a fun way for 2026 so far. So thanks for sticking with me. If you like this video or you found it useful, thumbs up, subscribe. This is Ma Coffee Zan. Love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.